Good morning. Welcome to Sterling High School TV studio. It is April 22nd, 2021. I'm Jared Claybourn, and I'm joined by Mrs. Joyce Phillips, our art teacher here at school. How are you doing? How is your family?
My family is doing really well, playing lots of sports and staying busy. And obviously I've been very busy too, and I'm doing really well.
Awesome. Thank you for joining me. We're going to talk about the art show coming up. But before we get to that, I have a couple other announcements. So Q4, we are now into. Report cards have been posted. You can go on course and view those. I want to thank all parents and teachers, anyone who participated in parent-teacher conferences, which occurred on this past Tuesday. Just remember, some of that conference kind of feel is almost a thing of the past. You, as a parent, have access to email your teacher at any point, contact them, and wow, what amazing technology we have through Teams and Zoom. You can communicate with your teachers, and they are there to meet with you. So at any point, please contact them. Obviously, give them time to respond to you. Again, we have a reminder that we have a senior parent meeting for the class of 2021 coming up on next Monday night. You need to check your email if you are a senior parent or guardian for that Zoom link. It's on Monday night at 8 p.m. We're going to talk about prom upcoming and all of the senior activities, including graduation, current plans, which of course we're still waiting for the governor to give us some more guidelines. So that stems right through the county, that puts their touches on it and allows us to do what's best for our school specific to Sterling High School. But we are committed to providing an experience for the seniors. And so with that, those are my major announcements. Really, I wanted to highlight this week is talk about the art show. So it is the 2021 art show.
Correct.
Mrs. Phillips, Mrs. Patel, our art department, are the lead members putting that together. Traditionally, this would happen in the old gym.
Correct.
But we're making changes.
We are.
All right, so tell us some of the changes that we did this year.
Okay, so in an effort to keep the art show moving and to spread it out so that we're not all in one space for obvious safety reasons, we've decided to kind of map it out throughout the course of the building. And then an additional safety precaution that we decided to make this year is guests who come to view the artwork are encouraged to make a reservation through our Sign Up Genius. So we're only allowing a certain number of people in the building at a time. It's set up because we wanted the students to be able to walk through the show while they're here for our hybrid students. So the show is set up. We have our blue students today who are able to walk through and take a look at the work that they've done. And then tomorrow, of course, the silver students will have the same opportunity. And then it'll be opened up for the community on Friday, as we mentioned, from 3 to 7 p.m. The hybrid students are still mostly only here for 2 days a week. Mm-hmm. So I would say, a majority of this work is being done at home. And that posed some challenges, I would say mainly in terms of supplies. So in a typical school year, we would be working with clay, and I would be firing items in the kiln. We would probably work larger scale on canvas with acrylic paint. We tend to do other mediums such as quilling. We do more fiber art. This year I've had to sort of modify the lesson plans in a way that was considering students who are maybe working at their kitchen table or in their bedroom to get the assignments done. And having said that, I'm really proud of the work that they managed to do in a remote setting. One of my most favorite changes that I've made is for 3D art, I typically give the kids clay and we work on pinch pots and we'll do, coil design. And I couldn't think of a way to do clay in a remote way.
Yeah.
So this was the first year I introduced book sculpture to my lessons.
Yeah.
And I'm so pleased with how they've turned out. They're really, really cool. I'm getting a lot of great feedback on them. So another modification that I've had to make is typically when we do printmaking, I'll give students a piece of linoleum and they'll use these tools to carve them out and then we print them with various color ink. I couldn't do that this year because there wasn't a way to get kids the carving tools and the linoleum. So I modified that by giving students the option to use a styrofoam plate, and they would cut a rectangle out and they would just use items that they could find at home for carving. So some kids used pencils, some kids used a paper clip, and they were able to print them. So we're just kind of making the best with what we have. I also want to speak about last year's commissioned artist, if I may.
Great.
Sadly, the art show was canceled for last year for obvious reasons, again. The commissioned artist for the 2020 school year was Anna Belden. She did a beautiful acrylic painting of Blueberry Hill. And she talks about in her write-up of that, when everybody was on lockdown and it felt like we were all going crazy because we were stuck in our house, being outdoors and visiting that particular location was a real relief for her to just kind of get outside. So there's some really important significance to that painting for 2020. Belle Sutton, I'm proud to announce, is the 2021 commissioned artist, and she chose her subject for a similar reason. So she went with swings from the Ocean City Boardwalk for her work, and she talked about how that's a really popular vacation site. I know personally for myself, last year, I didn't want to leave the state of New Jersey for all the quarantine things that were going on. So I'm somebody that typically vacations at the Jersey Shore, but I would say, especially during this past year, that became important. So both of the subjects of the paintings have relevance to what's happening right now in the world. And they will both be on display Friday night. So
Great. So the public access is through sign up only, and it is on Friday night from 3 through to 7, but you got to sign up. And otherwise, we are thrilled with the product and the display of our students and the work that you and Ms. Patel have done, and it's going to be a great experience. So don't miss out. Again, we tweeted it. We're going to email it out. Sign up to see that. And really, again, it's all about the students, providing opportunity for them and everybody to be able to see what they've done. So great job. Thank you.
thank you very much, and thank you for all of your support.
Of
Thank you to
course.
Ms. Patel. I couldn't do this without her, and thank you to all the students who are working hard at home.
Very good. And of course, you have some staff that have been assisting you
I
and get
have.
it going. And you have had it judged. You got some judges in to judge the pieces as well, which is great. So I'm sure the students are eager to see the results on that.
Yep.
Okay, so make sure you get to see the art show. And that is all we have for this week. We wish you well, stay safe, Sterling strong, and go Knights.